Okay, let's continue with the digital landscape. We were talking about social structure. I do want to talk about social proof and social currency and gamification. So when we talk about social currency, that is what you acquire from value, insights, and data that results from the collective interaction across social networks. So every person has an online identity, and you form an online identity by your participation in social networks, like the likes you do, the tweets, the retweets, the comments you make, the posts you make. All of that leaves a trail of data behind, and that defines what your online identity is. And the brands also have that. And sometimes that identity may have a monetary value depending on the worth of your content and the number of people you can reach with your content. So just an example of how social currency can turn into monetary value. Marc Jacobs did this campaign, and they had this Daisy pop-up tweet shop. They had it in London and New York, and they wouldn't exchange money. Instead, they would accept social currency in the form of hashtags. So if you use the hashtag, you are able to go and get certain merchandise from those stores for free. Another example of social currency is, for example, Beyonce. Beyonce has 316 million followers. So she has a great social currency. She can reach so many people with a post, right? So that's our social currency. When we say social proof, that's the validation or justification of the power of your influence in social media. So, for example, if you are somebody who has a lot of followers and people respect your ideas, then they may consider you as an expert. Or, for example, if you are a psychiatrist on Instagram and you give advice medically, then you become an expert or an authority. So when you say something on social media, that becomes your expert social proof. Or when you advertise a certain product, that is your expert social proof, because people think of you as an authority and they trust your judgment on certain things. Celebrities also have a big influence. So if someone with a recognized status is endorsing your product, that is celebrity social proof. User social proof is when current users of a product are confirming that product with their testimonials, or they're sharing it online, then that's user social proof. Crowd social proof is when there's a large number of individuals who are affirming or confirming the use of that product. And then friends social proof is the confirmation from your trusted friends or social network communities, and that becomes the social proof for that. Now, this is another Instagram page I follow, and she has a lot of followers. She basically posts her kids, but she goes to a Gap store and she advertises some of Gap's products. So you could consider that a user social proof. And she talks about which products she liked and she didn't like. I'll play the video. And this could also be an expert social proof if you see her as an authority on fashion, right?
What do you think? Okay, wait, stay in your hand holding it for you to make it easier.
So this is an example of social proof of your product by somebody who can be a celebrity, or they can be a regular user, or they can be someone who's considered an expert in social media. Right? Okay. Gamification is another way of creating more engagement. If you guys remember when Pokemon Go started, when that game first came out, they created these Pokemon characters with augmented reality. So when you scan where you are with the game, you could sometimes find those little characters from Pokemon, like a Pikachu or something, where you're walking or where you're going. And millions of people started scanning their view, like wherever they were, they would just scan it and post it. So this is one way of getting and creating more engagement. H&M did something similar to this. H&M loves music collection. They did this urban chase. It's almost like a scavenger hunt. And they were hiding tickets in different stores. And they said, if you can find the tickets in certain stores, then you can use the social media app Snapchat to help locate the tickets. And that campaign alone gained almost 1,000 followers to H&M on Snapchat, 3.8 million unique users for H&M, and there were 200 participants in the scavenger hunt. So those kind of events also increase the engagement. If you look at how long it takes for a technology to reach 50 million users, I mean, look at this, like radio took 38 years to reach 50 million users. Telephone, 75 years. Television, 13 years. Cell phone, 12 years. World Wide Web, 4 years. And then look at blogs, 3 years to reach 50 million people. Facebook took 2 years. YouTube took 1 year to reach that many people. Angry Birds took 35 days to reach 50 million users. Now, the biggest one of all, and I don't know if you can guess which one it is, and it's not Instagram, ChatGPT. ChatGPT reached 100 million people when it first came out within 2 months. So this was probably the fastest growing platform on the internet. Now, with ChatGPT and artificial intelligence, there are a lot of opportunities. So I do encourage you to use those apps online. There are a lot of opportunities for you to look into, different ways to create a brand name or to create a story or any kind of content on social media for your brand. So I'm going to show you something that I created. All right. So I created this PowerPoint presentation completely with AI. There's an app online, and it's called Gamma app. And I gave them the topic, and they created all of these designs for me about social media networks. And they talked about the types of social media networks, the top 3 networks, benefits of social media networks. I mean, I didn't put any of these, and it just created all of this for me within just a few seconds. So this is one of the cool things about social media, about artificial intelligence, is that it can help you create things a lot faster and better. Of course, you have to go over it because there's always wrong information. And if you're doing this for your homework assignments, it's going to be very, very visible if you are making a mistake or if there's some wrong information in there. So you have to be really careful when you use ChatGPT or artificial intelligence, because a lot of times it gives you wrong information, but it just has the ability to increase your productivity in a lot of work. I mean, it can just bring lots of information for you. It just doesn't have any references, so you can't really use it for homework assignments. But I just wanted to show you that, because for our social media project that I want everybody to do, I'm going to ask you to use artificial intelligence and to use any of those apps. And I want everybody to find the apps or artificial intelligence sites to create a logo for your brand. Like, create a brand, just tell them about what kind of product you want to produce and maybe give some clues, and then create a logo or a brand. And I want you to screenshot this and create a video of how you did that step by step. Okay, so that's going to be your first social media project homework assignment, is to create a brand and create your own logo for that brand, and to create a video to explain how you did it. Okay, so that's your first assignment. And I'm going to finish this class here, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with.